All right, we're out climbing with Albert, and we are, yeah, nice. We're about to climb the first pitch of Charmin Tube here in Ouray, Colorado. And we're just taking a look at our crampons here. And so Albert's got a pretty nice, sweet new pair of the Dart crampons from Petzl, and we're just going to do a few adjustments. So if we look here and take a look at the crampon points here, so these crampon points are certainly sticking out far enough they're going to stick into the ice, and the secondary point is definitely going to be far enough out to engage. The interesting thing with these particular points is that they stick out so far in front of the boot that if you don't have much penetration, like you're dealing with harder ice like we are this morning, because it's really cold temps, then that can cause a lot of leverage, right? Because it's a big, huge lever sticking out here. So his heel moving up and down is more likely to dislodge those points as opposed to if they were a lot closer in. So if you look at this crampon here, you can see there are 3 holes, which allows you to adjust how far out those points are. So in general, if I'm climbing harder ice where the points aren't going to have as much penetration, I prefer those points to be a little bit further back. So I might adjust the second or maybe even the 3rd hole. Or if I'm dry tooling, where I'm just placing on my mono point, because these can adjust to a monos, in small divots and holes on the rock, then a lot of times then I also don't like to have the points sticking out as far because it's less leverage on my calf and it's not going to burn me out as quick. So we're going to do a quick adjustment. And one of the things you can do is you can pass the strap. So this nylon strap right here, when the crampon is removed from the ankle and that nylon strap is loose, you can pass that nylon strap underneath this wire here and pull on it, and that will actually allow you to pull this out and keep these points and sharp pieces of crampon away from your fingers, so you're less likely to gouge yourself while you're adjusting your crampon. Okay, so I'm going to adjust these crampons, and I'm going to move this toe bail here into one of these more forward holes. So I think for Albert today, I think I'm going to move it into the 2nd hole, and that's going to allow these points not to be produced as far forward, so he'll have less levering out and less strain on his calf. So if you look underneath here, you'll see that one side of this toe bail is hooked through a hole, and the other side is sort of this flattened tab. So the side that I'm going to remove is this flattened tab. And these holes are sort of oval in shape here, right? And so it's designed so that if you rotate this bail, it might be a little tricky actually with this anti-bot plate. Once you rotate that bail, you can get that flat tab aligned in the direction of the hole, and that can allow you to remove it. So now I've aligned that there, so I'm going to place this crampon on its side, and then I'm going to grab the strap from the other crampon. Okay, you could also, use other tools for this, but in the field, this works out pretty well. And I'm simply going to wrap that strap right around and get it up nice and close to where that tab is. And then I just want to apply downward pressure. I could use my hand. I may be able to use my boot. I've got crampons on right now, but without the crampons, that can be nice because you really don't want to gouge yourself here. I'm going to just pull out with this until it removes. So now you can see I've been able to remove that. And that allows me to keep my hands away and get a really good grip. And so now I've removed that, so I can then adjust this by moving the hooked part of the toe bail up in the next spot and getting that in. And then I could use the strap for this part as well, but this part, a lot of times I can just use my fingers. Oops, it's trying to jump into the original hole. There we go. So now it's dropped into the 2nd hole. And so quick and easy adjustment in order to get those front points positioned back toward the heel of the boot a little bit further.